Damian Lillard walked into the NBA as a grizzled veteran. The moment he stepped foot in Portland, he was ready to lead and impart wisdom on his teammates. He's always had the utmost confidence in himself, and he's used that excess confidence to embolden those around him. After Lillard won Rookie of the Year in 2013, at the news conference following, he said, "I'm not surprised by it. That's not meant to be a cocky statement, but I'm not surprised by it at all, because I put in the work to put myself in this position."
Winning this award is just letting me know that everything that I did leading up to this point, it paid off. It's not about, collecting some hardware and the acknowledgement and the attention. It's just reminding me that everything I did to put myself in this position is paying off.
Now, 13 years into his NBA career, Lillard has only refined his leadership skills. Those will come in handy soon, as the Blazers have traded for the callow yet phenomenal Ja Morant, giving Lillard his tallest task yet. The Blazers paid possibly the lowest ever price for a 26-year-old, two-time All-Star and second-team All-NBA player. Trading away Jeremy Grant and Chris Murray was an exchange of bad money for worse money. The reason it was so low is twofold: on-court issues and off-court issues. The on-court issues, from injuries to play style to fit, are their own puzzle for Mike Nori, Morant, and the Blazers training staff to deal with. However, the on-court journey won't get off the ground without the off-court problems disappearing for good. From 2022 to 2023, Ja Morant did all of the following. He threatened the head of security at a Memphis mall. He punched a 17-year-old and flashed a gun at said 17-year-old. He was spotted riding in an SUV that pointed a laser at the Pacers team bus. And he flashed a gun on Instagram Live, twice, the second one resulting in a 25-game suspension. Safe to say Morant lit his and the Grizzlies' 2023-2024 season on fire with his antics. The 2024-25 season went all right for Morant in Memphis. The Thunder swept the number 8 seeded Grizzlies en route to the NBA title. But towards the end of that campaign, Morant's disagreements with head coach Taylor Jenkins' offensive schemes caused a rift in the franchise. The Grizzlies unprecedentedly fired Jenkins with a handful of games left in the regular season. Morant continued to mire himself in controversy last season with poor play and spats with teammates and coaches.
What could have been done different to get a different outcome other than asking the coaching staff?
According to them, probably don't play me, honestly. That's what basically the message was after, so.
While in London, Morant and Vince Williams were caught in a verbal altercation on the court during a shoot-around. Williams tried to take the squabble to the locker room, but Morant arrogantly refused. Guns, threats, beefs, feelings of belittlement, these are the debts that Ja Morant must pay off. He needs to prove he is a kind, willing to learn, mature man, and, above all, a team player. That is the baseline for improvement. Injuries and inefficiencies on the basketball court can be forgiven if Morant reforms his character. But with a long way to go to reclaim his posture in the NBA, he'll need some help. Before the Blazers traded for Morant, on his podcast 7 p.m. in Brooklyn, Carmelo Anthony said that Ja needed to go somewhere that's already centered around culture and discipline.
He need help in the sense of a community on a team.
As a basketball player.
In the locker rooms, this is where vets come in at. This is why there's no vets. There's no people in there who can, I got you. I'm going to tell you what the is going on, but I got you too.
Thankfully for Ja, just ask Anthony. There's no better leader in the NBA than Lillard. In an article to Yahoo Sports during the NBA bubble in 2020, Carmelo Anthony said, "Dame's at the top for me. I've never played with someone who lifted his team on the court with his play and as a leader. He genuinely cares for his teammates. What he's been able to do is amazing. He's the top guy I've played with." Anthony didn't just watch Dame's leadership rectify a player's career from afar. He lived it. In 2018, a lackluster season as the supposed third star with the Oklahoma City Thunder forced general manager Sam Presti to pay off the rest of Carmelo Anthony's contract, turning him into a free agent that summer. The Houston Rockets scooped him up, but after just 10 games, the two parties mutually agreed to part ways. Anthony was teamless for the rest of that year. 12 games into the start of the 2019 season, the Blazers signed Anthony to a non-guaranteed deal. He immediately clicked with the team. A big reason why was Lillard's forward approach to making Anthony feel comfortable. 2 weeks into Anthony's time with the Blazers, Lillard invited Anthony to his house for Thanksgiving. Chris Haynes said in his article, Anthony, new to the city, didn't have any family in town. He decided to take Lillard up on the offer. That was Dame's way of embracing him into the family and into the Trailblazer family, said Lillard's uncle, Oscar Johnson. Thanks to Lillard, Carmelo Anthony put together 3 more NBA seasons, 2 in Portland and 1 with the Lakers. Without Dame, it's safe to say Anthony's career would have ended a lot sadder. All Blazer fans, and most NBA fans, know Jusuf Nurkic to be a surly guy. The Bosnian Beast started his NBA career with the Nuggets. He showed promise in Denver, and at one point there was a plan for him and Jokic to start together. Eventually, Jokic's talents took precedence. Nurkic's discontent with the playing time situation forced the Nuggets to attach a first-round draft pick to Nurkic in order for the Blazers to onboard him at the 2017 trade deadline. In one of the few slam dunk trades general manager Neil Olshey made, Nurkic fit with the Blazers like a glove. Why? 2 reasons. The first was their glaring need for a center upgrade, as they had started Mason Plumlee for each of the first 54 games that season. The second, Lillard. A mere 9 months after the Blazers traded for him, Nurkic said, "Damian Lillard is the best thing that has happened to me in my life." Lillard was willing to be honest with Nurkic from the jump. He told Nurkic the truth. He told him the things that he needed to hear. Nurkic furthered, "The first thing I remember Dame saying is, 'We don't make excuses here, man.' I was like, yeah, I needed that." Nurkic and Dame's relationship grew quickly from a mentor-mentee dynamic to a brotherhood.
Dame just said, "always together," and looked at Nurk. Why did you say that?
That's my little big brother. My little big brother, man.
What does it mean to you when he says something like that, Nurk?
It's all about love, man.
To this day, Nurkic and Dame share a bond. After the Blazers traded Nurkic away in 2023, Nurkic trudged through tumultuous tenures with the Suns and Hornets. At one point, he told reporters that he and then Suns head coach Mike Budenholzer, quote, didn't have a relationship. This summer, Nurkic lauded Lillard's leadership qualities in a podcast interview. Nurkic said, "We had that great mindset, starting with Damian Lillard, who was a real leader. He led by example. I don't know how to explain it in the best way, but whatever he wanted others to do, that's how it was. He could be loud, but he always led by example, whether in practice or on the plane. The guy was never late." Lillard will take Morant under his wing when he touches down in Portland. That much is clear. It's hard to imagine Morant won't find shelter there, at least at first. Lillard is a deity in Rip City. It would spell disaster if Morant tried to cross him or give him a cold shoulder. But the Ja Morant reclamation project won't be judged based on how this summer goes, no matter how many Instagram posts Morant, Lillard, or the Blazers put up. Wins and losses will determine whether this works. The Blazers are an up-and-coming team with a coach on a 1-year deal. Morant might not need to fit perfectly right away, but the Blazers will need to win right away. The Blazers won't thrive if Morant doesn't learn to reshape his game. He's been a terrible shooter and off-ball player. He thrives in transition, which can be utilized, but so does Denny, Shaedon, and Scoot. In the half-court, Lillard will be the lead ball handler and primary option. Morant will get his opportunities, but he can't be a cone hiding in the corner when it's not his turn. And if he wants to coexist, to start and finish games alongside Lillard, Morant will have to become a better defender. He will need to work harder than his opponents to make up for his physical limitations. He will need to focus more diligently than he ever has before. That journey starts in the gym. It starts tomorrow. If Morant can put in the hours, align his attitude, and be willing to do what is asked of him, this can work out. Thankfully for him, he is the NBA's hardest worker and greatest leader there to help.
Ja, what's good, bro? Pleasure to have you, man. Welcome to Portland. Let's get to work. Let's do it.